Welcome to the Mario Perspective USA show. Today we're going to talk about media. What's going on in the media in the United States of America? First of all, Mario Perspective USA show represents the Hispanic community with a focus on the Mexican American part of the Hispanic community. First of all, you got to understand the minorities, the largest minority group in the United States, have always said this, is the Hispanic community. We compose about 18.9%, while the blacks in the United States is about 12.6%. Asians are about 5.9%, while whites are the big majority at 59.3%. There's a lot of white people. Of course, there was a time when the number was really large in the white community. But why am I saying, and why am I talking about percentages? Okay. First of all, we're not represented enough. We don't come out on Fox News, on CNN, MSNBC, and other networks. They don't give us the same opportunities, okay? And I can understand ESPN, but I don't agree. There's more black athletes than Hispanic athletes in the United States of America. I agree with that. Okay? But there's no excuse for people like networks like Fox News and CNN and MSNBC and others, CBS, ABC, etc., okay? Because there's a confusion. They don't understand us. And part of this problem is because the media doesn't want to give us opportunities. We must start yelling out and using the race card like the black community does all the time. Okay? Black community, if they don't get their way, they start saying it's racism and this and that. Okay? Like Sunny from The View. She always uses the race card. Okay? So we gotta take a page out of their playbook. Playbooks are important. You know, in the NFL they say it's a copycat league. We need to be copycatters as well. It's worked out for the black community. If you turn on Fox News, if you turn on CNN and others, you see a lot of more African Americans than before. You can't watch a TV commercial without a black African American coming out in the commercial, which is okay. No big deal. But it should be an equal opportunity employment for everybody. Okay? And that starts with ESPN, the sports leaders, the worldwide sports leaders, according to them, self-proclaimed. Okay? They talk about, even the NFL channel, leave a lot to be desired. A lot to be desired, the NFL channel. And I'll tell you why. In the country of Mexico, they started broadcasting NFL games in 1972. That's a fact. While in Europe, and let's take England for example, the UK started broadcasting NFL games in 1982, which is 10 years later. Yet, there's 3 games in Europe, and there hasn't been a game in Mexico in the last 2 years. Super Bowl tickets are purchased more by Mexicans from Mexico than from all the people from Europe. So, there's discrimination all across the board. But when it comes to Fox News and CNN and other news networks, they're not giving us opportunities. Okay? And I think we got to start using the race card. You know, I'm very happy Donald Trump won this year. We needed a change. The Democrats did not listen to us. They think we're a bunch of cows and bulls that they'll follow us forever and ever. No. It was a rude awakening. They found out that Hispanic communities can think for themselves. If you don't believe me, just ask Kamala Harris. She's a funny person. She spent $1,020,000,000 and she still owes money. And she spent over $580 million on staff. Trump spent less than $11 million on staff and spent less than $600 million in his campaign. Why am I bringing up the Democrats? Because this is part of the problem. Media in the United States usually follows the Democratic Party. Biden, when he ran for president and was losing, and he got the response from the black community, and he even said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black, which is stupid. But we got to take a page out of their playbook. We as Hispanics got to start saying, well, if you don't give us opportunities to work for Fox News, for CNN, and I'm not talking about reporters. I'm talking about having a show, okay? Like so many blacks now have shows on CNN and Fox News, and you watch CNN and they always want to talk about Africa. Their commercials about Africa is, wow, unbelievable. They talk more about Africa than any other continent, okay? And Africa is not the most successful continent in this planet. That's not true. So something's going on. And I'm trying to figure this out. There's a lot of racism against being white, against people who are not black. Okay? There's a lot of racism. In the U.S., all major companies have blacks in every single commercial. It seems that way. The Super Bowl, when was the last time they put some white people to do the halftime entertainment? It's been years. Okay? So I don't get it. We need to start standing up, and a lot of people don't understand this. We're 18.9% of the population. 18.9% of the U.S. population is Hispanic. Blacks are under 13%. They're 12.6%. But if you look at the commercials and the shows on CNN and Fox News, it looked like they were beyond 18.9%. No. We are the biggest minority in the United States of America. Let's get perfectly clear. Okay? But we have to have a voice. This is why we started this podcast. We started this podcast because we represent the Hispanic community. Within the Hispanic community, we emphasize on the Mexican American community, which is 60%. I'll repeat it, which is 60% of all Hispanics. And I'm glad for Marco Rubio. Apparently, he's going to be the choice for the Secretary of State, Senator. Okay, that's the biggest office for Hispanic. I agree. But I don't see any Mexican Americans getting opportunities. Okay? And we helped Donald J. Trump get elected. More than the black community. Let's get that perfectly straight and clear. Okay? And when a guy like Stephen A. comes out on The View and talks about, well, Hispanics, they're Cubans, he doesn't understand that Mexican Americans are the 60% of the Hispanic community. He doesn't get it. Okay? Neither does those people who are on The View and programs like The View, or those idiots at MSNBC, and some at CNN. And why not say it? Some at Fox News as well. So, we need to start bitching and complaining. It works for the black community, so it should work for us. You know, and I know I'm going to get a lot of bad emails because I'm saying this and that. It always happens that way. But you know what? It comes with the territory. And if CNN and Fox News and CNBC and ESPN and the NFL channel don't change their evil ways, in the words of Carlos Santana, we're going to start getting evil with these people. And we're going to start telling them and repeating them and yelling at them because it's the truth. They don't like the truth. They think we're just a herd of cows or of bulls. No, we can think. And I'll remind everybody out there that every single year, 1 million Hispanics turn 18. So what does that tell you? Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to put up with us. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to listen to us. Whether you like it or not, we're going to be a thorn on your side, a pain on your ass. It's the truth. I want to welcome and I want to thank everybody who watches this show. And yes, I get sometimes bad emails. People don't like what I say. That's too bad. Remember, the Mario Perspective USA show represents the Hispanic community with a focus on all Mexican Americans in the United States of America. We're going to talk about next week about massive deportations that are coming up. And what do we think and where this is going to go according to us? It's going to be interesting. But remember, sometimes bitching is a good idea. We must take a page of the black community's playbook. Thank you for watching.